We are at verse 18 of chapter 15. I'm going to write that down so I remember. We are at verse 18 of chapter 15, and it goes, "A hot-tempered man stirs up dissension." And I have to turn the page. "But a patient man calms a quarrel." So fiery tempers are bad, right? I have a Irish wife. Irish are known for their fiery tempers. Fortunately, I generally don't have a fiery temper, so that's a nice balance. But when the temper just, then everybody's tempers go, and then problems occur. But if you stop, take a breath. Okay, calm down. All right, we're going to deal with this in a manner which is normal for society, which uses reason. Generally, things aren't so bad. And you can at least level things off. We do this with our ambassadors. Our ambassadors are supposed to be calm people who don't immediately react. 19. "The way of the sluggard is blocked with thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway." I wonder if the sluggards are blocked by thorns because they didn't take the time to trample down and to pull up the weeds. If you walk on a path all the time, by the way, you're not going to be blocked by thorns because the path is going to be cleared. There was once a university which decided before they built their walkways, they spent 1 year with all the students walking various places. And by the end of the year, they could tell right where they should build their walkways because there were paths there. People who were very active were tramping in those areas, destroying all the things that got in the way. They had made a highway by their activity. And in our world, when you're a person who's active, things will open up for you. Opportunities will happen. And the things that you do become easier because you've been working at it over time. You've cleared the way. People are used to what you're doing. It works well. You get business flowing. You get, church going. But if you're a sluggard, it's very difficult to do anything. You've allowed the detritus of ages, like the word detritus, you've allowed the problems to compact. People don't expect your motion, so they've started moving into areas which stop you from doing what you would do. Be active, and things go much more easily over time. Be a sluggard, and whenever you try to do something, it's going to be greatly difficult. 20. "A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish man despises his mother." So one, it's kind of slightly turned a little bit, but it's one we've seen quite often on Solomon. When you are a wise man, and wise defined by the Bible here is you seek after the things of God, right? You get your knowledge from him. Then your dad's going to have great joy. I'm very pleased right now. I have a daughter, 18 years old, and she loves her Lord. Brings great joy to Deanna and me. But this foolish man despises his mother. Looks at his mother as someone to get out of the way. Maybe even wants her not to be around anymore. Because he seeks after the things of the world, his mom has gotten in the way. She's tried to put rules and restrictions on him. She wants him to do stuff for her. She expects him to pay her attention. How dare she? Well, he despises his mother. He doesn't honor her. He maybe speaks badly of her. That's a way that leads to death. It's foolish. 21. "Folly delights a man who lacks judgment, but a man of understanding keeps a straight course." So folly, things which lead to death. I am going to go and get drunk tonight with my friends. We're going to have a great time. We're going to do a keg stand. That's folly. They're going to think this is good. Or we're going to go out there and we're going to go racing at night. And yeah, not a good idea to go street racing. Just isn't. That's folly. So, but You lack the judgment to tell these are bad things. Obviously, if you're getting blackout drunk, you're not helping yourself and you're not helping other people. If you're driving at 100 miles an hour on city streets, likely to kill yourself, likely to kill someone else. That's folly. You're not getting the proper judgment, the determination of, is this a good thing or is this a bad thing? Does the risk outweigh the reward? Okay? And then the other side, but a man of understanding keeps a straight course. Straight course is the path that God has set. It's steady as she goes. We tell the girls you don't want to marry necessarily an exciting man. A nice, steady man would be a good one to marry. The guy you want to marry is the type who goes to work every day, comes home every night, who, maybe surprises you once in a blue moon. That's a good, steady, wise man to marry. And because of that, his life is going to be one which is more pleasant. 22. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisors they succeed. And you scratch your head on this one and go, is that true? Well, it depends on the type of advisors. If the advisors are wise, it is true. So when you're building a structure, you want to get in the architect because, if you know what, but you want to get in the architect because he's had many advisors. He's read the books of these people. He's learned from this teacher. He's studied these architects. So he's taking in a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom, and he's formulated it into this plan. And depending on the size of the plan, maybe you need more architects so that they can work ideas off each other and take their knowledge and compare it. In this situation, is this best or is this best? So you don't forget to put in the bathroom, for instance. Or you take into account the way the rain falls and the type of weather so that your roof doesn't collapse in. And all these considerations, many which go well beyond my thinking. So you have a plan. You want to get something done. There's many people who in the past have experienced something similar. If you can get advice and counsel from them, then you could start off on the right foot. Hopefully you can do what is necessary to achieve results, and you can avoid consequences that they've experienced in the past because you have sought counsel. So seeking many advisors can lead to having a very successful venture. 23. A man finds joy in giving an apt reply, and how good is a timely word. I know this is true of me. I've got a little ego, and I like to be able to help people. And if I can give them a response which fits the situation, which helps them out, which cuts right down to the core, that's a good thing. That's a great thing. And really the way you learn to do that is by learning responses, good responses of others. So I learned the wisdom of Solomon. I have a response. I learned the sayings of Jesus. I have a good response. I look to those who are dealing with these situations. I have a good response. And it is very joyful for me. It is good when we have that timely, apt, good thing to say that can help others out. We'll stop there.